We're at Skillman Park right now, and we're preparing to start our citywide disaster drill exercise. We're setting up our staging area and our incident command post. Everyone's busy right now with all the activities. We'll be starting the drill here soon for the next 30 to 45 minutes. So we're all busy doing our tasks and our duties, and we're looking forward to a great drill day.
It's Waters End Park.
Oh.
That's going to have to be. I saw in the paper that it was 500, but I don't know whether, I guess it's 500 McAllister because these are these numbers here.
Hi, I'm Maggie Walden, and so I'm acting as the incident commander for the site this morning. And what we are doing right now is we are going over with logistics, safety, the lift and carry, and operations. We're just planning out what we are going to do when we have the team show up at, in about 40 minutes.
Maggie, what's the incident?
The incident is the Benicia citywide drill. This mocks a 6.5 earthquake that's centered just south of Cordelia, and it affects the chlorine tanks at the water treatment system, or the water treatment plant, and gas cloud moving over the neighborhood of Waters End.
And we are in Benicia?
We are in Benicia. We are at Skillman Park.
Okay, great.
I'm Sue Maddox, and I'm in charge, supposedly, of the logistics. In other words, all of the equipment is where it's supposed to be, when it's supposed to be, and that the trucks, as we speak, are taking things out. We have 9 sites set out. Most of those, 6 of them are in Waters End Park, and the other 3 are at residences who allowed us to use their driveways. And as we speak, those equipment are going out to each one. And we have lift and carry, we have search and rescue, and we're trying to bring in also, because this is a citywide thing, we are trying to bring in the Humane Society, the police, Red Cross, other teams, other things other than just BERT. And it's a training program for BERT people.
Morning, I'm Larry Whitney. I'm acting as the operations chief for the BERT Incident Command Group. This is I'm going to be dealing with each of the five BERT teams, the CERT teams that are in this case with an ICS chart would look like strike teams, and we're going to be positioning them starting at 5 separate locations, and they will be rotating around a series of different homes and events, utilizing different skills that they got in their training. We're also going to use this as a chance to work on communications between the teams and the Incident Command Center and the Incident Commander, which will then forward that information on to the EOC, which is at the main firehouse downtown.
Just want to cover the bases of each of your sections and make sure you guys have everything you need.
More groups to meet. Station WPP right 737, operated by the City of Benicia.
Thanks, Sean.
Drill simulates a magnitude 6.5 earthquake that's centered on the Green Valley Fault, 4 miles south of Cordelia. At 09:05, the community alert notification system was activated. I don't know if you heard that, but the cans did go off. And so at 9:15, the water treatment plant reports a chlorine gas leak that resulted in 2 tons of gas being released over the neighborhood, over Waters End. We're going to divide you up into teams. I think those of you that will be going out and participating in the drill actually in Waters End. The operations section chief for that is Larry. We have George is the safety officer for that. He will also give you a briefing on the safety for this incident. And then we have Jim, who is going to be the leader for the lift and carry team.
Morning. First of all, most important is really safety, your own personal safety first of all. So I want to say this, first of all, it may sound like blasphemy in a way, but if you feel like you can't do something due to an injury, you're feeling ill, your back is hurting, don't do it. We really don't want to have any real incidents here.
Right now we have 15 BERT members plus some observers, and then each team will have a ham to go with you to communicate, because your little radios won't get over the hill.
So as it stands right now,
we're set up here in order to provide communication at the staging area. We have a number of Benicia Amateur Radio Club operators that are trained in BERT and BARC, as we call ourselves. And the emergency setup that you see here has been constructed by club members in order to take it anywhere that needs to be set up without power, without antennas, without proper...
ham operator at Water's Edge Command, over.
That's it.
Hi, we're here. We're here to help you, okay?
Yep, he's conscious.
He's conscious.
Tags indicate his condition, but remember, you got his kid over here, so you can collect some valuable information from him.
Ed, let's carefully remove as much of this as we can. So that 4x4, lift that up, watch his hand there, remove that.
We're going to need this for a pry bar.
That's a good plan here. Can I have you get that 2x6 off? Make sure you're not disrupting the pile. Okay, just put this as far out of the way.
We can take that one off.
Hold on, let the team leader do that.
By the way, that wall weighs about 800 pounds.
Victim number 1. Victim found in the front yard face down on the lawn. Unable to awaken. Breathed when airway repositioned. Breath slow, 6 per minute, and irregular, gasping and frothy. Blanch test to fingers is greater than 3 seconds. Check pulse, no palpable pulse. No obvious trauma or bleeding.
I'm really delighted to be part of this drill exercise. First of all, it refreshes my own skills, which I learned in my class that I got certified in a couple of years ago. Second of all, I'm discovering that there are people from Vallejo and Concord and throughout the region, so this is not just a Benicia exercise. The comments I'm hearing is that this is BERT is awesome, that we have lots of the equipment and skills and depth of knowledge that they wish they had, and so they're getting some training and some insight as to how to do that program. Here we have, as you can see in the background, we have a number of facilities set up. We're doing exercise drills in disaster scenarios, and we're testing our skills and being able to determine various triage decisions and other activities. So again, this is a wonderful exercise, and this is really important period for BERT to grow in the Water's End area as well. Okay, the Medical Reserve Corps is here. This is one of a kind in the Bay Area, and we have full capabilities of doing advanced triage and medical treatment.
I'm Alan Schwartzman, and I'm Vice Mayor of the City of Benicia, out here on a citywide disaster drill. We're up in the Water's End area, and the BERT teams are out in force. There's multiple teams out doing multiple exercises behind me. In just a moment is going to start the team that's going to be working with fire extinguishers, and the idea will be putting out the concept will be a small fire inside a home, maybe garbage can side, something like that. This is just one exercise that's going on. There's certainly search and rescue. There are exercises to have to lift injured people. First there's triage, decide exactly what's going to be going on, whether the people are what we call walking wounded, or whether they need some immediate care, or certainly there's going to be people in a real disaster that might be dead, and we need to be able to tag them so people know what's going on. The teams integrate and communicate back to a team section, if you will, or for a incident command. To urge Benicians to join BERT, we have about 600 trained members. My goal would certainly be to get that up to about 1,500 members. It'll take years to do it, but that we need to do that. It's a very important thing, because we know at some point there will be a disaster, and it's going to be up to us to take care of us first, and that's what BERT's all about.
No, this won't get too cold for you. You just pull that up, give it a test squeeze. It's going to scare you.
Okay.
All right, move up on that fire. show you. Enough heat?
Yep. Props down.
Back up. Don't turn your back until you're in a safe place.
Okay, so first thing we're going to do is get them on the board. Now in a real emergency, this is going to be somebody's door. You take the hinges off.
Okay,
or there may be a collapse door, but hopefully we won't go into a structure that's badly damaged.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to use whatever is available.
Okay, look, we got room to put the board this side. Yes, but he's got a broken leg.
He's got at least one
Wait a
broken
minute,
leg,
hold it
right?
on the leg, don't hold it on.
I'm not touching nothing.
Okay, put the board down.
Well, it's 2 minutes past.
Okay. Okay.
We want to slide it under his shoulders first.
You're going to want 2 people on this side.
Yes.
Pulling him back.
We don't have 2 people.
Well, here, I'll do it.
Okay, look.
Okay,
Slide
you
it
and I
under.
will tilt
First,
him this way.
First of all, we're going to slide it under his shoulders. Wait.
Okay,
First
1,
the
2,
shoulders.
3 on the front. Okay.
Now, roll
Okay,
him down.
1, 2, 3, down.
Okay.
Now, in a real world, you'd have his arms folded over his chest so they don't flop over.
Right.
Okay, now. Oh, we got 4 people. Okay.
Now we got his injured limb we have to move.
Yeah, now,
so we have to
very
gently move it in,
very
right?
gently. This is going to hurt.
Yeah, just a little bit. Okay, so we got that.
You can get underneath this thing.
Wait a minute.
Okay. Now, remember, who's the leader here? Is there one?
I am.
Okay. So, we want to look at each other in the eye, keep our back straight, and looking at each other in the eye helps keep our back straight.
Okay.
Okay.
1,
lift with the legs.
2, 3.
Okay. Then we'll want to move him just 3 or 4 feet. Okay. Okay, on the count of 3. You want to count?
1, 2, 3.
Look at
We got an arm
Look
problem.
each other in the eye.
We got an arm problem.
Okay.
What worked well, in my opinion, around this is that this team communicated and bonded and understood the different roles of the team, and that was a good thing.
Yep. Others? What worked well?
That we have this vest so we know exactly what we are.
Roles. That's a
Our
visual thing.
roles
That's
is-
good. That's smart.
I really like the tarps with the numbers for each victim and the colors.
Okay. Others?
That's a big area of improvement.
It's not difficult to do. You know, this facility should never lose power.
Yeah, I'm with you. As long as it's safe to be here, we should, we've got
With IAP and how the drill was going to go just in general. So when it was time to break up into teams, they did so very, very efficiently. So we just have a couple of lessons learned here, I think, and like take this offline with some of the BERT folks. But some of the things like the caches, the batteries in the caches were old, weak, not usable, things like that. But and then just that slight glitch right up front where we realized that the comm center was out, and I thought that was an exercise interject, but as it turns out, it was true. So we had a runner, very efficient runner, run down, get us some cell phones, came back, got those distributed. So that was hardly just a slight speed bump in the whole BERT response. But overall, it went really well. And the only thing I was a little bit surprised. One of the teams reported as they were calling over medical situation on the ham radio. There was somebody, an ambulance outside the drill that responded. So we got a real ambulance responding. So I'm not sure how that person, I think they were just on a scanner of some type.
Yeah, I heard they were on channel 10 and they didn't know.
Yeah, so it was a real ambulance response.
So they actually got it.
Was at one of the sites?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was at site 1.
And I think there was some confusion on that. And I take responsibility for that because at the time, there wasn't any confirmation whether that was drill traffic or real emergency traffic. So I erred in the side of caution and go ahead and we'll dispatch them and verify.
Oh, okay.
So that's what that happened there.
But all in all, I was really, really happy with the way BERT operated.
This is what brings out the human nature. We look at 9/11 and post events such as that. People come out and people will show up and people will get the job done. And no matter what resources we have, whatever obstacles we have, we're going to adapt, we're going to overcome, and we're going to get the job done. If we have a major incident happen here, I'm confident we will get the job done. Whether we have 15 BERT volunteers or 500 show up, and we'll get the job done with the resources we have. So I'd like to thank everyone for participating in this drill, and turn this over to Fire Chief Steve Coolidge.
It's our BERT members in time of a disaster. They will show up and they will participate, and we will have a lot of help to deal with a large-scale incident. I do want to thank all of you coming out on your Saturday, and I know everybody has a lot of things they could have been doing, but we really can't learn what we learned today unless we do exercises like this. You know, we were in the EOC, we found a lot of things that we can improve upon, and I'm sure each of those branches out there and the things that took place, there's a lot of things we can improve upon. And it's way better to improve upon those things through exercises like this than doing it for real life disasters and wishing you could have done it differently and it had a serious consequence for not being as good as we could be. So I absolutely thank all of you for your willingness to spend the time with us today. And then finally, I just want to thank Ray Iverson. He put a lot of time and effort in putting this together and extra hours to try to pull this all through. And I think it was a great success because we learned a lot. So thank you.